told you, the US government didn't just find a UFO, but actually worked alongside aliens for years. This isn't a rumor. It's not science fiction either. It could be a truth hidden deep within Area 51. It all begins deep in the Nevada desert, May 19th, 1953. At exactly 5:05 a.m., during a nuclear test called Upshot Knothole, something extraordinary is seen in the sky. Just seconds after the explosion, a disc-shaped object rapidly descends and vanishes between the mountains. Just 2 days later, an even more mysterious event occurs. A team of approximately 40 engineers was secretly transported from Phoenix to Kingman, Arizona. What was their mission? To investigate this crash. But it wasn't an ordinary crash. It was the crash of an unidentified flying object. When they arrived at night, the area had already been secured. Everything had been planned, and they had followed the plan accordingly. Military police had surrounded a vehicle approximately 12 meters in diameter. The vehicle was completely intact. It had no damage whatsoever. And according to witnesses, sounds were coming from inside it.
It was said that there were 4 entities associated with this craft. It was taken, along with its contents, to a remote area in Nevada. Today, we know this place as Area 51. Back then, it was just an empty desert, a vast, desolate desert where no one ever went. But according to some, Area 51 wasn't built first. It was built because of what was found there. And here begins one of the strangest stories. The entity known as J-Rod. Allegedly, J-Rod wasn't just an alien. He was one of the survivors of the 1953 crash. And even more intriguing, he worked with the US government. He helped scientists reverse engineer alien technology. I'd like you to pause and think about this. Was J-Rod discovered in the crash? Or had he always been at Area 51? Let's continue. Now let's hear from the witnesses. Former pilot Captain Bill Uhouse claimed to have met J-Rod in person. He described it as follows. It could speak, but it sounded like it was mimicking human speech. Another individual, microbiologist Dan Burish, stated that his job was to maintain the J-Rod's health. For years, in a secret underground facility at Area 51. Think about it. A non-human entity working alongside the government. And things get even stranger here. According to some claims, J-Rod wasn't even an alien. He was a human from the future. He came from a future where humanity had suffered a great catastrophe, and the survivors had retreated underground. Over time, they evolved, and they were no longer entirely human. What's interesting is that Native American legends, like those of the Hopi, mention ant people, beings living underground. Is this just a coincidence or a forgotten truth?
Claims that the US government has made contact with aliens don't stop there. It's even said that high-level meetings have taken place. One of the most famous stories, Valiant Thor. In 1957, a human-like being landed near Washington, D.C. He was taken to the Pentagon and then met with President Eisenhower. What was his message? A warning about nuclear weapons. According to some, he was an ambassador from an extraterrestrial civilization. Now the real question is, why did the US experience such rapid technological advancement in the 1940s and 50s? Jets, stealth aircraft, advanced systems. Names like Lockheed engineer Kelly Johnson developed technologies far ahead of their time, and he himself reported seeing a UFO. Shortly after, he played a role in the establishment of Area 51. This immediately makes me wonder, Is all of this just a coincidence? Years later, Lockheed scientist Boyd Bushman, in a statement he made before his death, said he had worked with UFO parts, and more importantly, that there were multiple aliens at US facilities. So what's really going on at Area 51? Are they just conducting secret aircraft tests? Or is a much bigger secret being hidden? Has alien technology really been cracked? Or have we never been alone from the start? So what do you think? Are these just stories or hidden truths? If you liked the video, don't forget to like it and subscribe, because the truth might be closer than we think.